Got no blankets, got no bed, got no roof above our heads, got no shelter when it rains. All we got is Yankee brains. Swamp fox, tail on his hat. Nobody knows where the swamp fox at. Swamp fox, hiding in the glen. He went away to find again.
Working boldly to sabotage the struggle of freedom-loving colonists in the American Revolution, there was a minority group of Tories who opposed our young country's determination to win its independence. Still loyal to the Crown, these Tories cooperated fully with General Cornwallis and his Redcoat army. One of the most infamous Tory leaders in the southern colonies was Colonel Towns, an arrogant plantation owner. The Swamp Fox was determined to capture him and put him out of action. As we begin this program called Redcoat Strategy, the Swamp Fox has the old Tory on the run.
It's the rebel leader.
Fish him out of there, lads. The general wants him alive, you know.
Help!
Excuse me for laughing, Colonel, but you're just about the wettest prisoner I've ever taken.
My turn to laugh will come, Swamp Fox. I'll still have your hide.
You Tories and Redcoats all want my hide. I'm beginning to feel quite flattered, Colonel.
Let's not prolong this unpleasant business, Marion. Just what do you intend to do with me?
I'm sending you to prison at Hobkirk Hill.
Nonsense. I'll give you my parole.
I can't take it.
Why not? It's customary.
True, amongst men of honor.
You shall answer for that insult, sir.
Gladly. Take your weapon.
Pistols, here and now, although my hand's shaking with the cold.
You're a game old rooster, Colonel. I'll say that for you. However, I don't want to take unfair advantage of you. So get back into the carriage. Win.
Yes, sir.
I think that you've eaten enough dust for one day. Here. Here's yours.
Thank you, sir.
Sergeant O'Reilly.
Yes, sir.
You've been complaining of saddle sores lately? Yeah. Try riding bareback for a while.
You there! Tell Mr. Marion I'll request him to stop by my house. It's not far out of his way.
For what reason should Mr. Marion do you a favor?
I want to say goodbye to my wife and get some dry clothes before I die of pneumonia.
Oh. General!
Colonel?
I won't be long. My wife, Mrs. Towns, gentlemen.
I'm sure Mrs. Towns remembers this.
I have good reason to, sir. I told you not to go. It was foolhardy.
This is no time for recriminations, my dear. I'm on my way to prison. From White Marsh Road to Hobkirk Hill is a long, cold ride. And I need some dry clothes. And we mustn't keep the general waiting.
Just a moment, Towns. I have no desire to play little games of hide and seek. You'll wait in the carriage, let your devoted wife bring the clothing to you. The carriage.
Colonel Towns' permission, I'll borrow a saddle from the stable, sir.
Steal, you mean? Nothing but thieves, the whole lot of you.
Oh, we always pay for what we take, Colonel. Pay the man, Peter.
Yes, sir.
21, Good continental dollars for a first-rate saddle, I'd say.
5, 10, 15, 1, and another 5.
Not worth the paper it's written on.
Oh, come now, Colonel. You live long enough, it'll be worth something.
Oh, allow me.
You don't trust me, General.
No, ma'am. War breeds nasty habits. Even the habit of suspecting one's lovely neighbor. And with good reason. You'd better put this on, Colonel. It is a long, cold ride on White Marsh Road.
Goodbye, my dear. Tell Colonel Tarleton I regret I can no longer be of service to him. Or His Majesty.
Ma'am?
All right, forward.
Dobie, come here. Ride to Monk's Corner. Tell Colonel Tarleton the Swamp Fox has captured my husband. He's taking him to Hobkirk Prison. Tell him there are only a few men. They're traveling north on the White Marsh Road. Now go quickly.
On your horse, Plunkett. Fire one volley, then scatter. Fire!
Swamp Fox, men! After him! After him! Halt! Every time he reaches this spot, he vanishes into thin air. Back to the carriage, men!
Let's get back and pick up the others. I want to miss the fun.
Colonel, I came the moment I got... Quiet!
Tarleton, look to your ships. Carolina will soon be too hot to hold you. Signed, Sergeant O'Reilly, by order of the Swamp Fox.
Your little trick worked just fine, General.
Yeah, it sure did. With any luck, Jenkins and Huncoat should have towns well along toward Hobcook by now.
Well, prison should be a welcome relief to him after riding 20 miles on that old gray mare of Gwyn's.
Towns is only one. It's a small victory. But we'll keep after these Tory leaders until they're only too anxious to call it quits. Back to Snow Island.
We're moving out, Lieutenant.
Where to, sir?
To Charleston. And I wish it were London.
Tarleton, look to your ships. Carolina will soon be too hot to hold you. Signed, Sergeant O'Reilly. By order of the Swamp Fox. What impertinence! The devil take him. Or better still, gentlemen, let us take him and let the devil scrounge for himself.
That's easier said than done, my Lord Cornwallis. Marion knows the swamps and lagoons of Carolina better than we all know the streets of London. It's been impossible to take him.
Impossible is a word the War Office does not subscribe to, Colonel Tarleton. This upstart who calls himself a general has become more than a nuisance. He threatens our very existence. One night he cuts our supply line to Camden. Next he falls upon a relief column. We never know where he's going to strike next. Worst of all, he has now captured Colonel Towns. This in itself is a crippling blow to our war effort, as Towns is the rallying agent for all loyal American recruits, without whom, I need not remind you, we cannot possibly hope to win the war. Gentlemen, the time has come when alibis and excuses will no longer suffice. You must capture the Swamp Fox, or I will replace you with officers who can. Yes, what is it?
Tea, my lord.
Tea! That's what started all the trouble in the first place. Get out!
Yes, my lord. Very good, my lord.
Well, gentlemen, what have you to say?
I don't know what to say, sir. This fellow Marion actually thinks like a fox.
And let us start thinking like hunters. To catch a fox, you set a trap and bait it with, well, whatever it is that you catch foxes with. Now, this Marion, does he have a wife or a sweetheart?
Not that we know of, sir.
A brother, a father, or mother? There must be someone he's attached to.
I think I have a better idea, my lord. We know that Marion is sorely in need of recruits. Why not bait a trap with patriots who want to join his brigade?
Exactly what I said, Colonel Dalton. We'll bait the trap with patriots, and when he comes to get them, spring the trap shut. Simple, isn't it? Pity I didn't think of it sooner.
Yes, isn't it?
Well, be about the trap baiting, Tarleton, and leave the matter of finding a new Tory leader to me. There's an influential family in St. John's Parish, name of Vidot.
Vidot? Yes, I know the family well, sir. As a matter of fact, their charming daughter, Mary Vidot, has been most helpful on several occasions.
Then I should have no trouble in enlisting Vidot's help in recruiting a new regiment of loyalists. If this fails, I shall order Watson to take Hobkirk Hill and release Colonel Towns. That'll be all, gentlemen. Godspeed.
Patrol A will remain under cover and wait for the attack signal from the smoking chimney. That is, providing the Swamp Fox comes in person to pick up his recruits. Otherwise, our plan is to follow them into Marion's swamp camp and attack. Lieutenant Peters with Patrol B will secure the premises and see that no one escapes to warn the enemy. Corporal Lopez, you'll cover the house with me.
Very good, sir.
Ready? Come to the upstairs. So we meet again, madam. Where is your husband?
He's not here. He's away on business.
On business with his brother, the Swamp Fox, no doubt.
Nobody up there, sir.
Get! Get!
Stay here and watch her.
Get along with you! Get along! Get! Those foreign gentlemen gonna tell me what to do at my house. Now you take care, before I forget myself and do you some downright bodily harm.
We didn't find anybody, sir.
Very good.
Well, sir, she seems to be the only one around.
She can stay inside. Corporal Lopez can guard her and the woman in there at the same time. Now, Peter, station your men in the barnyard where they're ready for action. Oh, yes, and dirty the men up. Make them look like genuine rebel scum.
Yes, sir. I know exactly what you mean, sir. Oh, and Colonel, sir, I'll put the horses out of sight.
Very good.
Don't you be scared, ma'am. You ain't gonna let nobody harm you. Out of my way, soldier.
Madam, I regret to inform you that you and the servant woman are prisoners of His Majesty's forces.
Prisoners? Why, what have we done?
Well, it's a small matter of military expedience. Every bit as distasteful to me as it must be to you. You know, if that confounded Swamp Fox had only come out and fight like a gentleman, we wouldn't have to resort to subterfuge and trickery to catch him.
So that's it. You're going to lie in wait for General Marion.
Precisely.
You wouldn't stop at anything, would you? You'd use his own flesh and blood to bait him.
Well, you make it sound rather sordid. I prefer to look on it as a game of matching wits with the Swamp Fox. Although, I must admit, at the moment, I've been no match for him. You know, madam, if I'm a scoundrel, he's a greater one. Lopez.
Yes, sir.
Prepare a signal fire and make sure that it lights quickly.
Yes, sir.
And keep an eye on the ladies. They're not to leave the house.
No, sir. I mean, yes, sir.
Colonel,
Yes?
am I allowed to go to the kitchen?
Of course.
Hitchcock, Anakin, on the double.
The men have all been placed, sir. I selected Anakin and Hitchcock here for the special job. They speak English almost as badly as the rebels.
You're to wander around in the White Marsh Swamp and allow yourself to be picked up by Marion's men.
Well, what if they don't, sir?
Oh, they will, never fear. Directly you approach within shooting distance of the swamp, there'll be guns trained on you. They'll take you to Marion, and you'll tell him about the men who are waiting here to join him. Do you understand?
Righto, sir.
Say righto. Try to act and speak like Americans.
Right. I mean, y'all don't have to worry none about us, Colonel. Me and Ken Boy here, we sure know our way around these here parts, don't we, Ken Boy?
Yes, sir. That sure is the gospel truth.
I suggest that you tone it down a little.
Yes, sir, Colonel. Come on there, Ken Boy.
And Peters, you stay in the woods with the dragoons and watch the chimney.
Yes, sir. Very good, sir.
Just like Cornwallis, leaving all the dirty work to me. While I'm holding innocent women prisoners, he's probably taking tea with that lovely Miss Vidot.
Thank you.
Now, with your permission, my Lord Cornwallis, I'll leave you. I'm sure you and Father would prefer to talk privately.
Oh, no, no. On the contrary, my dear young lady. I may need your persuasive charms to enlist his good offices. You've heard, no doubt, that Colonel Towns has been captured and sent to Hobkirk prison.
Yes. And I must say I rather expected it. He's been working entirely too recklessly in the open of late.
Nevertheless, he was a valuable leader, and we miss his services. We need a good man to take his place, Vito.
Surely you don't mean me.
Why not? You're one of His Majesty's most loyal supporters, and you're respected in St. John's Parish. I think you would do a splendid job of persuading these colonists that their best interests lie with the Crown.
What you ask of me is most complimentary, my lord. But it isn't a matter to be decided lightly. My land lies close to the Marion homestead. I'd be under constant surveillance.
Oh, Father's right, my Lord. At the very first sign of a Tory gathering here, they'd have the Swamp Fox after us.
I wouldn't be too concerned about Marion. If Tarleton's plans shape up as expected, we'll have Mr. Fox trapped before the week is out. His days are numbered.
You speak with such confidence, my Lord. You almost make me believe there's nothing to fear.
But there must be men better qualified than I to assume this responsibility.
None I can think of besides Towns. If you turn me down, I will have no alternative. I must send a force to Hobkirk and free the colonel. That will take time, Vito. Try to say yes. It's been a great pleasure, my dear. I can't blame Tarleton for singing your praises.
Thank you.
Good day, sir.
Good day, my lord.
I'll show you to the door, my Lord.
Thank you. Thank you.
My Lord? Joseph, you must get word to General Marion that I must see him at once.
But Oscar's hiding in the barn. He's got a message for you.
Don't say anything to Father.
No, miss.
Oscar?
Over here, Miss Mary. That was a close one. I almost ran smack into those redcoats before I realized what was happening.
Joseph said you had a message.
Yes, and Mr. Marion wants you to meet him at his brother's place as soon as it gets dark.
Will you tell him I'll be there?
Yes, and you be careful, ma'am. Mr. Marion is mighty fond of you. Anything happen to you, there'd be no living with that man.
I'll be careful, Oscar. Where'd you leave your horse?
Tied in the brush, ma'am. Bye, Miss Mary.
Bye.
Well, look what Plunkett's bringing in.
Whoa! You men can take off your blindfolds now. It's all right, General. I got the weapons.
Yes, so I see. Who are they?
Couple of fellers from up Virginia way. Says their name's Hitchcock and Anakin. This is a gentleman. You can speak your piece now.
We all came to join your brigade and fight on your side, General.
Well, what side have you been fighting on?
Well, the English, but we're Americans by birth.
Why'd you decide to join up with us?
Well, we got sick and tired of their their doggone bullying, thinking they's better than us colonists, and ain't that so, Ken Boy?
Why, it sure is the gospel truth.
They claims there's a bunch more of them waiting at your brother Gabriel's place, General.
Waiting?
To join your forces, sir. Just as soon as you pick them up and guide them down here to your camp. Snug little hideout you got here, General. No wonder we couldn't find it.
So you just wandered around and waited for Plunkett here to pick you up, huh?
That's about the size of it.
If you'd like something to eat, I can offer you a sweet potato.
Well, it's mighty kind of you all, sir.
I'm going to my brother's place tonight. I can drop by and pick those men up and bring them back to camp myself.
Well, that you do, sir. They'll be waiting. Mighty glad to see you.
Make yourselves at home. Take care of them, will you, Walt?
Yes, sir. This way, men.
What do you think?
I suppose they could be what they say they are.
Aye. But on the other hand, maybe they're not.
Well, you two are a lot of help. Guess there's only one way to find out.
Fran, you going to your brother Gabe's place?
I have to.
Then let's go with force. Let me call in the men.
No, it's too late. I've already sent word to Mary to meet me there after dark.
You be careful. Don't walk in anything.
Don't worry, I'll be careful. It's Mary I'm worried about. You keep your eye on those two, will you?
Yes, sir.
Someone's coming through the woods out back.
Did you make out who it was?
No, sir. Too far.
Well, go on back upstairs and let me know if it's the swamp
Yes,
fox.
sir.
Now, you stay here. And don't forget, ladies, no outcries.
I
said quiet.
Well, I can't help it if I have to sneeze.
You gentlemen waiting to see Mr. Marion?
Yes, right. He said you to take us to his camp?
Camp? Oh, you mean that, Mr. Marion? Well, I don't know nothing about that one, sir. I work for Mr. Gable, who's in that house yonder. Excuse me. Delia?
I'm in here, Oscar, but I don't need nothing. On second thought, I guess I do need something. You better come in, Oscar.
What's all those men doing here, Delia? Look how suspicious to me.
All right, hold it.
Uh-oh, Drago. Thicker than flies around molasses picture. Why'd you want me, Delia?
And get my fool head shot off?
All right, now, who are you?
Who? Me?
I seem to remember you from somewhere.
Not me, Colonel Tarleton. I ain't never been nowhere.
How'd you know who I am?
Why, everybody knows you, Colonel.
Feather, eh? One of Marion's men. Now I remember you were with him when I chased him into the swamp.
That's a fact, sir. I've been riding Mr. Marion ever since his little shaver, hunting and fishing. Taught him how to load his first gun, how to bait his first hook.
That's true, Colonel. And it's common practice for Carolina plantation owners to take their men to war with them. Is that a crime?
To bear arms against the crown is an offense punishable by death, madam. However, I have more important matters. You consider yourself prisoner and don't try to leave the house. If you do, you'll be shot. What are you two standing here for? Where's the food I asked for?
It's all ready, except the tea. Come along, Oscar. You can help.
We got to do something to get me out of here, so I can warn the gentleman, Miss Mary, not to come here.
A good dose of rat poison in harmony could be mighty effective.
Now, Delia, we mustn't think such things. Here, set a place for the Colonel. And remember, we mustn't make him angry.
Why not? Maybe if I make him mad enough, he'll throw me out. It's worth a try. 1776, redcoats marched on Charleston. Colonists found themselves in a fix, called on a man named Marion. Redcoats come from all the ocean, far from home across the sea. Landed with some silly notion, they chase us right up a tree. Food's on the table, Colonel. Swamp fox, tail on his hat. Nobody knows where Swamp Fox at. Swamp fox, hiding in the glen. He runs away to fight again. Redcoats live on tea
I think
and
that'll be enough singing, thank you.
Hope I didn't make you mad, sir.
No, I'm not mad. I just have a very sensitive ear for raucous noises. Tell me, where is your master, the Swamp Fox?
Why, in the swamp, sir.
Did he by any chance send you here?
No, sir.
Then why did you come?
Why, to see my poor old Delia, sir. She's been having awful fever sickness lately. You want to be careful, Colonel. You don't catch that terrible disease of hers.
I hadn't noticed any symptoms.
Oh, she's got plenty of them, sir. Comes on all of a sudden like. She starts to moan and then groaning and carrying on something terrible.
Oh, is that so?
Delia, what are you doing?
I feel a sickness coming on. I got me a symptom.
A what?
There she goes, Colonel. She's got them symptoms again.
For heaven's sake, what you doing, woman?
I'm sorry, Colonel, sir, but when that fever comes over me, I lose all control of myself.
Don't touch her, Colonel. You might get the plague. Might even be cholera. You come on over here, Delia, and rest a while.
Yeah. I'm sick. I'm so sick. Oh, I'm so sick.
You rest here, Delia, and I'll get you some of that smallpox medicine.
I'm so sick. Oh, don't you come too close, sir. You better clear out this house before it's too late.
I'm a soldier. I wouldn't dream of running away.
Then you better let me take poor old Delia away, sir, before your whole army gets sick, and you won't be able to fight no more, Colonel.
I think I know what's wrong with you.
I don't like the way he said that.
I don't care how he said it. I gotta get out of here and warn the general.
Where are you going?
No place, sir. Just kind of stretching my legs.
Colonel, if you'll tell me what you're looking for, maybe I can help you.
Well, I noticed a bottle here this morning. Cod liver oil and swamp root bitters. You know the stuff they give horses for colic?
Is your horse sick?
No, but your servant woman is. Spoon, please.
Poor Delia.
Now there. If this doesn't put you on your feet, nothing will.
That stuff? That's for horses.
Hold her.
Excuse me.
I said hold her.
Yes, sir. Just watching you is going to hurt me more than it is you, Delia.
Well, you take it now and watch. Oh, I ain't sick now, sir. I just feel fine.
Oh, you do?
Yes, sir.
Let me see your tongue.
What tongue?
Yes. Open up wide. I want to see it. There. Now, in a few hours, you will feel as fit as any horse.
Now, I was really sick.
Don't take your eye off that chimney.
Celia, are you all right?
I'm still cold, ma'am.
Well, I'll light the fire.
Don't touch the fire.
Why not? Delia has a chill, and you gave it to her with that awful horse medicine.
It'll teach her a lesson. Leave that fire alone. Lopez, you on the job?
Yes, sir. Nothing in sight, sir.
What are you doing?
Go away. Go away.
What on earth are you doing in that filthy rag?
Just chasing evil spirits, sir, so Delia can get well.
Get rid of it.
Yes,
No, put out that fire.
There's the signal, men. Round up.
All the stupid things I've done.
Where is he? Where's the Swamp Fox and his men? Well, you must be seeing things, Lieutenant. Nobody showed up here.
Get back to your position, Peters. Get back to your post.
But the smoke signal, sir, the chimney.
It was a mistake. Get back to your post.
Men, follow me!
Column forward!
it's you, Mr. Mary. Where you headed for? Get my horse and warn you, sir. Miss Mary, but the trap got set to catch you.
Yeah, some fool hadn't have blundered, I would have walked right into it.
It was no blunder, sir. I got suspicious and started that fire just to see what would happen. And it sure did happen. Want me to go meet Miss Mary?
No, I want you to stay here. If they miss you, they won't think that trap is working any longer. And I want them to think that it is.
Why don't you and I just get out of here while the getting's good, General?
No. An eye for an eye and a trap for a trap, Oscar. I'll send Plunkett back here tomorrow morning, and he'll lead those men back to camp. To what they think is our camp, that is.
Listen. It's Miss Mary. Got to stop her. You get back to the house.
I've been so worried. Tarleton and Cornwallis have set a trap for you.
Cornwallis?
I've been tortured all afternoon by the thought of you walking into an ambush.
I almost did at Gabe's place. Luckily, I got clear. How'd you know about it?
From General Cornwallis. He was at our house this afternoon. For tea.
Just for tea?
No, he came to ask Father to take over Tory leadership in St. John's Parish.
I was afraid something like this would happen when I put towns out of the way. Just proves I was right. They can't win without Tory support.
When Father didn't agree immediately, Cornwallis threatened to release towns from Hobkirk prison.
What'd your father say to that?
Nothing definite. He said he'd think it over and give Cornwallis his answer later. Oh, Fran, Father doesn't want to do it. I know he doesn't.
Mary, I don't want to make war against your father. But if he accepts Tory leadership, he doesn't leave me much choice, does he?
Believe me, I'll do everything I can to persuade him not to. And in return, you've got to promise me something.
If I can.
Promise you won't take any action against Father until I give you his decision.
Mary, I don't want to take any action against your father. You'd better return now. I have to get back to camp.
But if Father doesn't help Cornwallis, are you going to prevent them from turning towns loose?
I don't know. Have to get Tarleton off my back first. On your way, sweet.
Goodbye, darling. Be careful.
What happened, Fran?
Lock those two in the cage.
Plunkett? Just leave your guns alone.
Well, I might suggest you do the same, laddie. Seeing as how we're all friends, fighting for the same cause.
You're fighting cause you're paid to. That's the only cause you got. Now get over yonder in that bird cage.
Come along. Move.
Well, how long do we have to stay in here?
Just for the night. We never shoot our prisoners before sunrise. Isn't that right, Plunkett?
That's right. Our aim ain't none too good after dark.
Blimey. Tarleton never mentioned anything about this, did he?
Well, let's have it.
It was a trap, all right. Dragoons dressed as patriots. Like those fellas.
Aye, and Tarleton's sitting in the woods waiting to pounce on us the minute we show our hand.
Huh. Skunks is only black and white after they take the red coats off.
I'm sure Tarleton would prefer to follow us here. Like nothing better than to destroy our camp and make it useless to us in the future.
And you don't plan to disappoint him, do you, Fran?
Not our old friend Tarleton. Like to give him a nice reception. Someplace where the odds are more in our favor. Gwynn, send up the birds at daybreak to call in the brigade.
Yes, sir.
Plunkett, you get over to Gabe's house, act as a guide to those men. I'm sure Tarleton will trail you, so don't let on you suspect. Try to lead them to Santee marshland above Turkey Creek. Try to have them there by high noon, will you?
I'll have them there, General, or my name ain't Walt Eustace Plunkett, Esquire.
You look much better this morning.
I don't feel better. I just feel mad.
Sir, there's another rider heading towards the barn.
And Foxtail in his hat?
No, sir. Looks like a bunch of feathers to me.
Must be one of Marion's men. Keep an eye on her.
Far enough, soldier. Howdy.
Morning, stranger. I see you wearing a feather in your hat.
Yep, I'm right proud of it, too, mister. Say, there's some fellas rode into camp, said there was some gents waiting here'd like to stick a feather in their hats, too.
Well, that's right. 8 of us, well armed and mounted and ready for a good scrap.
Well, that's the kind of men we're looking for, 'cause the pay sure ain't nothing to get excited about.
Well, never you mind about the pay. You just lead on and we'll follow.
Now, that's the right spirit. Now, you better stay up close, 'cause when we get near the swamp, any stragglers is liable to get picked off. Get mounted, men. We all mounted.
Well, let's go.
Mount up.
All right, ho!
Whoa! Everybody get out. This is where we leave your horses.
Oh, not on your life. We ain't gonna walk through no swamp.
It's all right with me. You don't leave the horses. I can't take you no further. Be seeing you.
Now, hold on now. We'll walk. Climb off, man.
No guns either. You gotta leave them with the horses.
Now, see here. We ain't going to no swamp unarmed.
Well, you sure ain't a-going no other way. That's the general's orders.
Well, all right. Have it your way. Leave your guns, men.
You can stack them over yonder by that tree, boys. One other thing. You gotta tie something over your eyes. I gotta take you into camp blindfolded.
That's impossible. You're crazy. We won't do it.
Well, it's all part of the rules. Just like joining a lodge or something. First time into camp, well, you gotta go blindfolded or I can't take you.
What's the matter? Don't you trust us?
No, not until you take an oath of allegiance to General Marion, and that's final.
All right, men. I guess we'll have to humor this fella.
Here, I'll help you. Sure you can't see now. All right, you get back over here. You get in yonder, and you get back there. Now, the best way to stick together is to hold hands. All right, this is it. Get back there, that's fine. Well, not my hand, his hand. Here. Hold on tight and you won't get lost. I sure wouldn't want no alligators to get you. Here we go.
Come on, lads. We've got to move fast. Tarleton and his men will be along any minute.
Hang on, men. We got a little water to go through. Huh? Come on, fellers.
How far we gotta go in this water?
Oh, not very far. Maybe a half a mile or so. You stay up close now, and I'll keep any hungry alligators from getting you.
Well, alligators?
Well, no.
I'm gonna catch me death of pneumonia.
See there, sir?
Oh, blimey, it's cold, isn't it?
Dry land, men.
Listen.
You've come far enough, Tarleton.
Where did that come from?
Up ahead, sir.
Who are you? What do you want?
This is a swamp fox. I have you surrounded. Do you surrender?
Never!
Men, pick your targets. Fire when ready. Charge!
Come up, Sergeant. View is fine from here.
Sorry, sir. Height makes me dizzy.
We're outnumbered, sir. Retreat! Now, let's go back. Yes, sir. Take his horse. I'll try to lead them off, sir.
That's Tarleton, all right. He's headed for the Vito place. We can catch him easy.
No, hold on, Peter.
You gonna let him go?
I prefer Tarleton. I think he was safe at the Vidot house. It'll help Mary, make her more useful to us in the future. Since we have to fight Redcoats anyway, might as well be Tarleton. Getting used to his ways. All right, let's get back to camp.
Swamp fox, tail on his hat. Nobody knows where the swamp fox at. Swamp fox, hiding in the glen. He runs away to fight again. Swamp fox, tail on his hat. Nobody knows where the swamp fox at. Swamp fox, hiding in the glen. He runs away to fight again. Got no blankets, got no bed, got no roof above our heads, got no shelter when it rains. All we got is Yankee brains. Swamp fox, tail on his hat. Nobody knows where the swamp fox at. Swamp fox,